film crew tomorrow. This would be the second time. I've kept it quite quiet up until now. What I'm going to do is get my bug out bag and check what's in there, just to make sure I haven't got something upside down. But what the plan is to try and see if the my nice new Hold-to-Force axe fits in the pack as nice as the other smaller one. If it sticks out, I'll stick with a smaller one. So it's just an introduction to my bug out kit. This is in the car. Here we go. So, first thing, first aid kit. It was a good price, it's upside down, I guess. Stanley 1 litre flask, a stainless cup, tea towel to make the gap up, and then it just cinches with there. Emergency sharp thing. Full set of spare clothes, so that's like jogging unders, t-shirt, pair of socks. Jungle bag from Les. Three-quarter sleep mat and light stick from Funky. Trailblazer saw. They're on offer, still £20, but the link below. Let's see. Swedish mess kit and a towel to stop it rattling. So extra cover. Wool blanket, beef rolled up with paracord. With mini axe. I don't think that one's going to fit. That's there. Side, fox tart. Brasso, gaffer tape. Maybe there. Sheepdog knives. That's the Echo. Orange handle, black sheath, high-vis lanyard, and an Army fire steel whacked into the side there. It's tools. Survival edge, Jay's blades, again high-vis, baby gaffer tape. Cheap £10 torch from Tesco. Two orange big lighters. And a mag light, mag block. Inside, there's some canoe bushcraft. Just put it on the side as a little possible pouch. Noodles, rice, leather work gloves. It's like bright yellow, so you can see them on the floor. A brand new Shema in a plastic bag. More stainless. And another fire still. Hurdy-gurdy torch. A high-vis lanyard. Bright yellow paracord from wild elk. A puck sharp. Fiskar's golden saw. Frog gig. Three snares. I think I got another one. Is it 4? Yeah, 4 snares. 1, 2, 3, 4. A reasonable compass. A high-vis lanyard. Gaffer tape. And that's a shot from Bruce. Pair of grills. It was a gift, but it works on stainless, which is for the Mora. And high-vis lanyard. Should be one little, there he is. He's got the Ranger bandages bundled up. Two ammo pouches. It's all food. Rice. Huge bag of rice. This is my dried apricots. A spray. And this is my steel, not alley. I kept these empty if I remember. Toothbrush spray. Now what I thought I'd do is go back through it, but obviously assuming I would have my EDC as well, so I mean Dave Camberry goes too heavy. I'm heavier. So it's 11 blast. Go there. Got a gift from Kenny. My Expedition roly-poly pouch. And there's my EDC, which has got a separate vid coming out very soon because I've actually augmented it. Got an up and down in there and a few other little tinky bits. Right. Main tool, obviously, is the axe. And an axe system isn't complete unless you've got a sheath and a puck. That's the system. That alone, you're looking for a rock to try and sharpen it on, or a file. You're trying to find it. There's a bug out. That's your system. Cutting tool. One cutting tool. Next main, the next big one I'm going for will be the Sheepdog Knives Echo. Only a 4-inch blade, but it's full tang. It's got jimping. Orange handle. If I ditch it in the ground, I'll see it. It's shiny, so I'll see it. You know, it's quite bright. It's got a low maintenance sheath. And the tube that he's put on there, I can get an army fire still and a touch of cordage. That's the smallest amount. I look at if once you've got 5-6 feet, you can do a bowstring. That's for a small survival bow or a fire drill. So that's tool number 2. The next one go for your saw. His hobby switch one of the 2 you'd be going for. That is lighter than that. So Trailblazer saw. You've got your blades in there, which are on sprung clips. You just flip it over, flip it back. You can get your blades out now, mate. I got a second one as well. Again, a good 5 or 6 feet paracord on it. Next one, survival edge. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. You could see that for 3 miles, I'm guessing. That's blinding. It's a really good blade. It only stops there, so you're not going to go hard on it. But you drop it in the dirt, you'll see that. Stainless, low maintenance sheath, and a fire still. And it weighs nothing. So I'm not going to go without that. The same as I'm not going to go without this. So really heave that off, it comes away. Same again, reflective, and he's stainless. And if you really heave that over there, that stops it coming off. And the whole system comes together. I know it's a bit of a Bear Grylls sort of Gerber gear, but it does sharpen the stainless very well. So, tools. Now we're looking for a combustion device, and I've got ferro rods everywhere in there. And I've got a mag block in here. I've also got a mag block in there. Combustion, 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 gaffer tape to combustion, all that sorted out. Yeah. Combustion and gaffer tape as well. So I've got plenty of ways to do it. Shelter, I have tarp in there. So tarp in a sack, so I've got another bag as well, another container. Sod off, wasp, go away. It's not a flower, I know it's orange. And then this survival tarp thing here. Now I use that as a ground sheet, but if you start waving that, that's going to be useful. Covering again, I got that, which is a jungle bag. Got isolation from the floor, good body core temperature, right up there in terms of your needs. So that's a 3/4 sleep nut, again in another bag, and a light stick. If I had a choice of either the bag or the wool blanket, I'd go with that. I've got the room to have both, so I'm going to have both. Covering, shimmer, bit of insulation quality there, it's cotton. It's just something to pick something off a hot fire with as well. Container, combustion, mess, matches, another pack of rice. That's very important. A dry bag. What we're looking at here is a long sleeve shirt, one layer, a light pair of socks, one light pair of gorilla wear bodybuilder legging things. Okay, so that one layer, if you ditched in the water in a dry bag, it probably would survive. So you get the fire going, knowing you got one layer there, one layer. The amount of times I hear, obviously I'm not out in the wilds. I hear that for 3 days all you're doing is making your clothes more and more wet until you get your shower to the point where you can dry your clothes. In a week you're going to be in trouble. So having one spare clothes change will give you the chance to get the other one dry. Like that. That spare set of clothes. What I have added was I found the other set of high vis that obviously I've made all this for and it's still inside. This is why I'm checking it today. This, if you're gentle with it, that'll run longer than after the batteries and that have run out. So that's my first go-to because he's more powerful, but if you're gentle with it, that'll last you a lot longer. A frog gig. Now, England's quite wet, so there are opportunities to get fish or frogs. So I've left it in the packet rather than try and make a sheath. It just seemed a far simpler way of doing it. I got a bolt that goes through, which with a multi-tool, you can back into the shaft. If you went out anywhere without a first aid kit, you're going to get unstuck. If you notice when I open the bag up, the first thing I can get to is a first aid kit. And people might say, oh no, you want your shelter first. Oh no, you want this first. Well, on the priorities in the rule of three, yes, shelter comes before food or water. But if you've got an emergency situation you've got to deal with, that just comes to the front of the queue. So the first thing out is a first aid kit that you've uprated than the ones that you buy. So it's got heavy wound stuff in it. And then the other thing is in there I've got another load of water, another load of food, and get extra carrying. It's like the roly-poly, extra carrying. So when we get to these pouches here, I could leave the camp, not have to take too much, or an empty, and come across a massive set of resources like brilliant firewood. I could carry it back, and then I could keep the tinder in there. I've got more cargo than I actually need, so I've got room to put stuff in. And in this thing, with the Osprey bowl, you can't really cook in it. So I have a stainless steel flask with another one as well. The cup means you make your charcoal, your dinner, or your water, and you've got combinations there where something just Russian dolls itself into it like that, and then another cotton piece of material. If I ended up being able to do charcloth, I've got options there, and options there, and options there. And then work gloves, because if you bust your hands up, you're in trouble anyway. So, thanks for joining me. I'll put all this away. Scott's bug out bag.